Hi, Leticia. How you doing? All right, team three. Wow, you guys are kicking butt here so far. All three have already submitted. Really good job, team three. All right, but it'll be an interesting analysis of the car because of one kind of technology. Absolutely, of course, and that's the neat thing about your guys' choice of Tesla is because Tesla is such a highly developed technology-centered company that it would stand to reason that their configuration would be extremely high tech, extremely interactive. So I thought it was a great choice. Let's go ahead and take a look at your sketches. I got your sketches up, Leticia, but there they are. I do that all the time. All right, great presentation, good format, excellent, excellent. So yeah, you're taking the assumption that the viewer needs as much information as they can in order to process and ascertain the validity of the information presented. So this is fantastic. Good job. I will comment on that if you've noticed through the last project. In the sketch stage, I do comment quite often and quite readily on the presentation aspect of the sketch stage of any given project where as a designer the best approach is to assume that your viewer has no clue what you're talking about. It forces you to be very complete as a designer. So when I'm working in a presentation stage, I always in the back of my mind I'm thinking, okay, there's a possibility that a stakeholder even that is looking at my work has no idea what I'm approaching. So it forces me to really be extremely detailed and efficient in the presentation and the associated information with any sketch presentation. Okay, and you've done that here, and this is fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your ideas. Okay, so vehicle configuration kiosks. Concept one is a 3D video game simulator. Video game research specs and comparisons analysis. So it looks like he's wearing a VR headset, and is that how this works? And how does the interface work? So dimension fuel consumption provides user auxiliary. So my question is, how does this work? Is this something that the viewer sits in? And it looks like there's a game controller here. So what's in front of it? Is it a TV? It looks like a VR set, but it also looks like a TV in front. So I'm not exactly specifically sure how this game simulator works. However, I do want to mention that you're mentioning some things like technical specs, dimensions, fuel consumption, sure, but don't forget this. At the end of the day, this is a vehicle configurator, so you have to have a way for the viewer to be able to see some sort of a depiction of the model that they've chosen with the features that they want to see that model showing. Do you see what I'm saying? So think about that for this, and you may consider making some adjustments to this for Sundays, and also for the benefit of the teammates, so that they can really understand what's happening here. I think there's some question marks associated with this one. Let's move to the next one. Vehicle configurator kiosk. This is great. This is fantastic. I love this. This will work totally. Large screen display with Tesla car advertised in 3D. So again, is it holograph? Is it a screen? I think a holograph would be a great idea. So basically, if I get the idea here, it's a showroom virtual reality. It looks like you've got a tablet here. So you walk into the showroom, you go into a VR room, they give you a tablet, and you're able to configure. It says that there's a screen in front of here, and that's great, but maybe think about taking this to the next level and doing an actual hologram. Um, you could rotate it 360. You could get a view of it. The neat thing about a hologram is you could actually approach it and look into it. I know that technology doesn't exist yet, but this is deep dive immersion, right? There's no holds barred here. I mean, we can do whatever we want here as long as it's a feasible idea. If you've got a new technology, let's introduce it. That's why I'm talking about hologram. User to customize a Tesla car with variety features. Absolutely. Shows analysis and expert reviews. Safety features, tech specs, dimensions, fuel competitive user interactive experience. Okay, so yeah, great idea. Let's go to your third idea. And this one again I'm just a little unclear here as how this kind of fits in with the vehicle configurator. It says this car simulator helps users test the experience of riding, so it engages them with the driving comparisons. We're using virtual reality lenses. So this seems like it's more of a test drive car simulator. Establishes safety features, 3D effects. Okay, but don't forget, in this test drive simulator, the test drive simulator is great, but don't forget to incorporate a configurator on this. Okay, so you sit in the test drive simulator, right? And maybe it would have the same seats, the same wheels, the exact same interior that one of the Tesla models has. So you sit in it and you're able to do a virtual test drive where you can actually feel how the steering works and the tightness of the steering. You can feel the shifter. But in conjunction with that, and in addition to that, you would add a configurator on here. So you can sit here, you can get in, go to the dealership, sit in their car simulator, pick the features you want. So you're going to pick the color of the car, the color of the interior, the color of the leather, the color of the steering wheel, the color of the rims, the size of the rims, the type of tires, etc., etc. You get a great idea what your car's going to look like. Okay, so now you save that, and then you can test drive your car. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is a vehicle configurator. So there's got to be the ability to configure the different features of the car so that the viewer can see that. Okay, all right, so those are my recommendations. I mean, you could probably amend this to add just a little bit of further information based on some of my recommendations and the recommendations that you'll receive from your classmates. I don't think there's any reason to really complete new sketches unless you want to. Okay, so great job. Thank you very much. And Team 3, thank you very much. Nice job, guys. Okay, questions, comments, concerns? Leticia, I'm right here. Let me know. Thank you very much.